Hey guys, today we are doing my August reads. So this is everything I read in August. And I actually got through a fair few books. I think it was like 9 books. I feel like that's pretty good. So if I don't have them, it's because I've traded them back into the bookstore. So yeah, I'll put up like photos of them or whatever. The first one I read was Never Lie by Freida McFadden, and honestly this book was so good. I loved it so much. I highly recommend that one from Freida. The twist in it was just like, it's just something that like I wish like everyone in like the world had read it so that we could talk about it, because it was just so good. I really thoroughly enjoyed that book so much, and yeah, I just thought it was immaculate. I really enjoy Freida's books. I feel like that one would probably be my favourite one of hers that I've read so far. It was just so great. The next one was One by One by Freida. I feel like I should probably tell you what the books are about as well. So, Never Lie is about, like, basically, like, they are going to look at this open home. This girl and her partner, and they're going to look at, like, this open home or whatever. And then, like, they get stuck there because it's, like, a snowstorm, and it's basically just, like, about them trying to get out of, like, this weird house, and then weird stuff's happening and whatever. One by One is also by Freida McFadden, and it's where like this, there's like, it like kind of focuses around like this one couple, and they're having like relationship problems, and then they decide to go away for like a little holiday, them two and also their friends, and they're going to like stay out in like the woods or whatever. And then their car breaks down, and then basically, yeah, that's where like the story goes from. Like the car's broken down, they're in the middle of the woods, and they're trying to find like the place that they're trying to stay. I did enjoy this one. I feel like I shouldn't have read two of Freida's books so close together, because I feel like I kind of picked up on the twist a bit. But it was still like a good book, still enjoyable. It wasn't my favourite from her, but I feel like it was still a good book. Like, if you could pick it up, like I'd still recommend reading it, but yeah, I feel like if there was one that you were going to specifically go out and buy, it would be Never Lie, not One by One. The next one I read was Tell Me What Really Happened, and I didn't write down the author's last name, but her first name's Chelsea. I think it was like, let me search it up here. It's Chelsea Sidoti. This was good. You could tell that it was written for like a younger audience, and it was like, it's called like a YA, which is like young adult or whatever it is, or maybe it's young audience. No, I think it's young adult. Anyway, it was good. It was a nice switch up actually. So it was about like this group of friends who had gone camping, and then one of their friends was missing, and it was told through like first person like interviews kind of thing. Like it was a bit weird. So like the chapter would start with like the officer or whatever asking them a question, and then it'd have like each character's reply. Like it was really cool. I feel like it got a little bit like of getting used to, because it was written in a way that like not many other books are written in, but once I kind of got used to it, it was really fun. I did enjoy it. I feel like it was a little bit childish, I guess, but not like not in a bad way, but yeah, you could tell it was definitely like a young adult kind of book, but it was still like a good read, and I still enjoyed it while I was reading it. So next I read the 2 books, The Family Upstairs and The Family Remains. Both of these are by Lisa Jewell, and they're like a series. So the first book is like this woman she was like, what happened is there was like this house, and she was a baby, and she was like found alone in this house, and like everyone downstairs was dead. I don't know, it was a bit like, what the hell? And then like it basically just follows that, and like it's told through a couple of different like characters, and then like it all ends up kind of like coming together in a sense. Like it's just really good. Like I really enjoyed that one. And then The Family Remains is just a follow-on from what happens in The Family Upstairs. Like, yeah, so I feel like it's just such a great series. Like I honestly love Lisa Jewell's writing so much. I feel like she's honestly just immaculate. So good. I just realised that I forgot to add a book in here, so we actually read 10 books this month, but anyway, that's fine. But yeah, I just feel like she's so good. I loved Lisa. She's amazing. So yeah, highly recommend that one. I feel like that was a really good series. Next I read this. This is Rock Paper Scissors by Alex Feeney. The twist in this was like, guys, if they're like, you guys need to read this book. You honestly need to read this. Like when it happened, I was like, It's so good. And the reason I still have this one, because I've traded the rest of them in, but the reason I still have this one is because I honestly need to read it again, because I'm like, there is no way that's possible. So it was really good. This is kind of like, you know, a similar kind of thing. A husband and wife were kind of, you know, struggling with their marriage. They go away, they're like in somewhere secluded, then like, I think there's a snowstorm as well. Yeah, there's a snowstorm, and then, you know, they get stuck in their house, and same kind of thing, weird stuff starts happening. But yeah, this one was just so well written. I really, really loved it. You read it from her perspective and his perspective, but then you also read it like the wife is writing letters to him as well. So then you read it like through the letters and stuff over time. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's so good. Like, I really, really recommend this one. I'm so excited to read some more Alex Feeney books. Because just based on this one, I feel like she's done an amazing job. So the next one I read was The Perfect Son from Frida McFadden. I did enjoy it. I feel like I really enjoyed it while I was reading it. The twist was a bit like, not super crazy. Like, I feel like it wasn't as big. Like, I feel like I started with the wrong book, because I started with Never Lie, and I feel like I'm yet to find a twist that beats that, like, out of Frida's books. So I feel like I started with like the best one, and like none of the twists are living up to that yet. So it's like, but like it still was good. Like, it was still a good book, and I did enjoy it. It was really interesting to read, and yeah, so I did really enjoy that one as well. The next one I read was One Step Too Far from Lisa Gardner. This is the second book in the Frankie Elkin series from her. And I just love the Frankie Elkin series so much, because it's like a series and they're bigger books. It focuses a lot more on like character development. And I feel like I've come to realize that I really love getting connected to a character. Like, I do love like a short, intense, like plot twist kind of book, but I also love a long, drawn out, like character development kind of book. Like, I do really love them, and I love the Frankie Elkin series so much. I have the third book here waiting to be read, and I'm so sad, but like also like so excited to read it, but also so sad that it's coming to an end. But yeah, I highly recommend, if you have like more of a tolerance to reading like longer books and you like getting more invested in characters and things like that, I highly recommend the Frankie Elkin series from Lisa Gardner. It's so good. The next one I read was None of This Is True from Lisa Jewell. This shit was crazy. This was such a good book. Like, it was just like, I don't know how she comes up with the stuff she comes up with, but all of Lisa Jewell's books have been so different, but so great. Like, so good. And like, I feel like I don't know, like, I'm used to her writing style, but like, it still doesn't, like, it's not like there's a pattern. Like, I feel like each and every one is still different. So it's so good. Yeah, I really loved Lisa Jewell. She's one of my all-time favourite authors. So love this one. This was about, it's a bit weird. It's like this woman is celebrating her birthday in this restaurant, and then she sees this other woman celebrating her birthday in the restaurant as well, and then like they like get to talking, and they're like, oh my god, like we have the same birthday. And then one of the girls is a podcaster, and then the other girl was like, oh, like you should do like a series on me. And basically that's what it's about. It's about like, it's kind of told through like pieces of the podcast kind of thing. Like, I don't know, it's really good. Love it. And then the last book I read this month, I read this one in like 2 hours. This is I'm a Therapist and My Patient is Going to Be the Next School Shooter from Dr. Harper. It was really good. It's got like 6 different patient files in there. It's good. It's short, so I feel like it's not really like, there's no kind of like super intense lead up. It's kind of like short and sharp, but I do enjoy it. You know what I mean? And I'm really excited to, like, it's cool because there's like, you see like all the different patient files, but then there's also kind of like a backstory developing through each patient file as well, if that makes sense. So I'm really excited to read the next one. I've got the next 2 books in this series, so I'll probably honestly smash them out like now, like after this video. But yeah, so that was everything I read in August. I've been a busy girl. We're going away in this month in September. So I'm going to take a couple of books on the plane, and I feel like I'll smash them out as well. But yeah, I'm really excited. So let me know down below if you've read any of these books, and let me know what you think I should read next. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!